Welcome in Karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar. This is our third part of Zanzibar Remix series, and I have some mishkaki for you. So mishkaki, I'm going to use some beef. These are cubed pieces, which are actually stew pieces that I'm using. And if you can get a little fat in it, that would be perfect. So these are a little bit big for me. I'm just going to cut them into two. And for my marination, I'm going to use tamarind. This is a dry tamarind, and you want to soak it at least for half an hour in warm water or a little bit hot. It's okay. Or you can use a papaya, raw papaya. And I have my seasoning is a turmeric powder, chili powder, and cumin powder. I have some black pepper, some oil, fresh ginger garlic, and I have added my salt into the ginger and garlic. Okay, so you're gonna squeeze this and get the juice out. You're basically gonna get a very thick kind of a sauce. Okay, and you definitely want to strain it, especially if you get the one that has seeds. Some of them have seeds, some of them don't. And if you have access to the fresh one, then you don't have to use the dry one. Go ahead and use the fresh one. And you can use a raw papaya, or I think some people use raw mango. I have never tried it. I like to use only the tamarind for my mishkaki because it has a very, very distinctive taste with that. That's what I like about it. Okay, so we're gonna add our ginger. Okay, once you strain it, you get that thick paste. Add all the seasoning. Okay, and the chili powder it's not really hot for those who are worried about it. And then little oil, and then some black pepper. Okay, and then you want to marinate this for at least 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. And if you can, better do overnight, especially if you're using beef, because you want your meat to be really, really nice and tender. You don't want it to be chewy, tough and chewy. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a bag. I like to do my marination in the bag because it takes less space in my fridge. Okay, so I've put my seasoning mix, and I'm just leaving a little bit for later use. And this is going to go in the fridge for about, I don't know, maybe 6-7 minutes. We'll see. This is my last minute. It was last minute. It was not planned. Okay, otherwise I like to do it overnight. So my mishkaki is really, really nice and tender. Okay, so that's about it. And you can do mutton too, okay? Not only beef, but we prefer to do beef. So this has been like 6.5 hours that I have had my beef cubes marinating, and I'm ready to insert them into the bamboo skewers. And make sure that your skewers, if they're bamboo, they are soaked into the water for at least 1 hour. They tend to burn very easily and very fast, even after being soaked too. Okay, and if you want to add some onions in between your beef cubes, go ahead and do it, or some bell peppers. You're welcome. Okay, for mishkaki, I prefer to do it just like this. I do not like to add anything to it. Okay, and so this is one thing that I cannot have Zanzibari mix without it. Okay, now mishkaki is usually barbecued on a direct heat, but as usual, whenever I'm ready to barbecue, that's the day when it decides to rain. So I'm going to use my broil, and I like to add water into the tray here so that my beef or whatever meat I use is nice and moist, because especially the beef, when you have it in small pieces, it tends to dry up very fast. So my heat is on high broil, and I'm keeping it on the second tray, the lower tray, and it's about 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, I have added some oil to my tamarind mixture, and you just want to apply this to the meat. Okay, just to add the seasoning and make it more moist. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven for 3 minutes. Okay, and then after 3 minutes, we're going to flip this over to cook it the other side. Okay, and you don't want to cook your meat too long. This is less than 20 minutes. To be precise, it's exactly 18 minutes with the kind of heat that I'm using. And if I marinate it for like 12 hours, it's, overnight or 18 hours, whatever, it cooks lesser time, okay? So then that was 5 minutes. Then I'm going to do my last batch here, step. I'm going to do my last step of applying the seasoning sauce, okay? Then it's just going to go in for 3 minutes, exactly. Because, when you cook it too long, it dries and it becomes too chewy, okay? So there you are, and it smells gorgeous. Okay, so this is my mishkaki. I know it's too little. This is just about a pound of a meat, less than a pound. Okay, so they're nice and moist, and I'm just gonna wrap them up in my foil paper till when I'm ready to eat. So thank you so much. For more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar, and we have one more final video to go, and we will be done, and you can enjoy the Zanzibari mix. Thank you.